Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Iron Bill back again with another video. I came up with an idea that I think is either going to be the dumbest thing I've ever done or something maybe interesting to watch. So what I thought I would do is I would take my Arc 3.0 build into Preservation and using only one weapon, the Brigand's Law, complete the entire, whatever you want to call it. It's not a dungeon, but whatever it is that you want to call it, the Preservation mission. Now, I will show you my Brigand's Law before we get started here. Right Hook is the intrinsic perk. Volt Shot is the one that really makes this work. Threat Detector's okay. Tactical Mag's okay. I really don't want to give up too much of it. I don't get anything out of Alloy Magazine, really, except a faster reload when it's empty. And it reloads pretty fast anyway. I have Hammer Forged Rifling or polygonal rifling. I take Hammer Forged because range is the most important. I play mouse and keyboard, so the stability really doesn't matter that much. It's not difficult to land the crits, typically. So this is not a very long range weapon. As you see, it's only a 30. You know, the interesting thing here is I've never masterworked this. I'm going to correct that right now. This is absolutely an outstanding weapon, and the handling here is just going to make it better. That's going to help my swap speed and just mobility in some aspects. So anyway, just briefly, I'm running Fallen Sunstar, and I'm running on that Well of Striking, so picking up Elemental Wells grant energy to my ability. Arc Siphon, so Rapid Arc Weapon, Final Blows create an orb. Hands-on, gain bonus super energy on melee kills. Going to run Elemental Ordnance, defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. I'm doing another Well of Ions, picking up an Arc Elemental Well causes your next melee to deal increased damage. Let's see, Elemental Armaments, combatant weapon, final blows with a damage type that matches your subclass element, have an escalating chance to spawn an elemental well. And finally, I am running another Well of Striking, picking up an Arc Elemental Well grants you additional melee energy. Multiple copies of this mod increases effect. Now, what really makes this go, okay, for the weapon is this one right here, Sparks of Discharge. Arc Weapon Final Blows have a chance to create ionic traces, and what you're going to see is I'm going to have tons of arc traces, plus your arc grenades jolt targets. This is actually important too. And and finally, Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. And I'm running Arc Soul for my wells and Electrostatic Mine. Now, I know I can do the slide melee, but that's more of a PvP option. Now, here's the plan. I'm going to go through this as fast as I can, just using the Brigand's Law. And this first encounter will be the hardest, and if I get through this fairly quickly, everything should be fine. I'm going to take up a defensive position over here in the corner, where I can peek. I can drop my well, kill these first two ads, and then start putting damage on the boss. Now the thing about this is, I will be able to do a ton of damage to him and jolt him even. The main thing I got to make sure of is that I don't put myself in a place. There we go, ionic traces for days. Put it to drop another well. And you see, other than the well, all I'm doing is using Brigand's Law. I'm not even really dropping grenades. And so, off we go. That didn't take very long. Basically just stood at his feet. A lot of distance to travel. Now, I don't actually have to kill all the enemies here, though this combination makes quick work of everything. After you get the first kill, it is just snowball from there. Drop that. And then it's that. Now I have a habit of reloading after every kill, which is probably okay. Take care of this guy behind me. Now we'll just start hammering away at this guy and it's over. Now I've got the speed boost. I like to take care of these first. Oh, I don't believe I did that. Apparently I got a third one over there somewhere. And here we go. I think, yeah, I'm going to have to go like this. Now this is the added benefit. I got amplified and got a speed boost. And so basically I just hold the W key and just keep going. Here we go. Now, you know, you can sparrow to the next area, or you could ride the boat here. If I'm amplified, or if I have a speed boost, I'll just go ahead and stay on this, because what I want to do is get up here and kill these enemies real quick, so nothing gets in behind me. And that sets me up to do this. Screen. I'm just going to go whole hog right at the guy. There's just no reason not to go ahead and just start slapping them down. You could use that well. At this point, I'm just going to ignore the enemies because they don't really matter. That one does. Alright, now I've lost my speed, so I'm going to kill these guys and get it back. That should amplify me. It didn't. Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Interesting, you can't pull a sparrow when you're right next to it. Oh, I tossed a grenade. Cheated! That was a reaction more than anything. What I usually like to do, and I didn't do it yet, is I like to come up and kill these guys. So I don't have to deal with that. Just going to go ahead and bang this guy down. That's that. I don't have to kill anything else here unless I want to. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to ignore them unless they absolutely get in my way. But they will not be able to kill me. Go. They are worthy of all respect. While the boat is coming, I'm just going to kill everything. Now, I've not found it necessary to employ my super. Now, this is probably the place where you're going to have the most ads, potentially causing the most problems, but just make short work of it. I got my pedestals. Fight these guys if you want to, you don't have to. I find it useful to hang on to my speed booster. If I need to get it back, I can kill them. But I'm not going to need to. And this will be the last one. Now, they may chase me over to the other side. If they do, I'll kill them. Not a biggie. Should be it. Yeah, they did. And I lost my... Oh, I didn't. I like to kill a guy who can throw the shields. And the most dangerous ads here are up here on the pedestal. Alright, so we've cleared the ads out. Boss is going to spawn right there. And that's that. So once again, I got it. Alright, I didn't think I did. Gonna be quick stuff. And three. Now chances are I'm gonna have to kill some of these guys. Oh, wait a minute. Sometimes it'll do that if you leave the speed boost on. You'll notice that I... Okay, I'm going to have to... There we go. I want to get my speed boost back. Yeah. Sometimes when you hold the W, it'll do that. I was going to have to clear these ads out anyway, so you don't want these guys behind you. Alright. This is it. He's jolted now. And dead. Okay, that clears out a little bit of that mess. Okay. I always push into the tub to make sure that it takes all of the elements I'm trying to submit. Again, if I have to stop and fight, I've got plenty of enemies to get my speed boost back. Now this is one where I probably will go ahead and take the Sparrow. Because now I'm just going to spiral past all these enemies. Okay, outside of one grenade, the only thing has been the Brigand's Law and my well. And really, I guess abilities, I shouldn't complain too much. We are about 15 minutes into the video. This is actually taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. This is a little bit of a longish mission, I'm sorry to say, but it should move faster now. Really, I don't know how you'd go much faster through that earlier section than I did. I mean, other than using heavy on the first encounter. And off to the races. I could also put on a lightweight weapon and run faster or boost up my mobility, but my build isn't centered around that, so I don't worry too much about it. Just got to run to the fight. The fights will clear out very quickly. Guess I shouldn't have taken 5 minutes to describe my loadout, but that's information people might want to have. And I'm just going to run straight at stuff from now on. That's all I have to do. Get the first kill, reload, and now those guys are irritating. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's what I wanted to do. The one downside of this weapon is it has a very small mag size. So you will find yourself constantly reloading. And if you wanted to throw a sidearm handler or whatever on, it wouldn't hurt you if you're going to build into this. Sometimes he gets that up faster than I can get to him. And I got the Screebs coming this way. Not an issue at all. Let's go down and take care of this group. And I just don't want them coming up behind me. So you don't even have to kill the target you're shooting at to get the arc effect. I don't know if the Screed exploding takes away the chain effect. I think it does. It's something I've noticed in the past that... Alright, now I'm going to jolt him, which will blind him and stun him. Just outside of the range there, I think. Screed at the top of the stairwell here. Just being careful not to walk out into something. Alright, now we're down to the final fight. I would recommend, because there's so much right here in the lip, that you go ahead and take the time to create some space for yourself. Especially so these fellows, the Reapers, don't come in and freeze you at a very inopportune time. I'll take care of this Berserker here. And I'm just going to go right up into him. This will jolt him. I'm going to put down a well. While he's jolted, he really can't defend himself. Now that came from the other fellow. This guy's about to go down. He is jolted. He is getting hammered. There's what you want to avoid. I'm just going to jump out of that and over it. Now see, if I keep him jolted and I keep shooting him in the head, the arc coming off of him on those shots is going to damage everything all around. Alright, so now we are down to one fight. I can feel him breathing down my back. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to have happen. That takes care of that little issue. Done! Simple as that. One weapon, one grenade, okay, and my wells. This is actually a very, very good sidearm. If you've not gotten your hands on one, get it. It's well worth it. You want bolt shot. Also on the I think it's the tarnished metal scout rifle. You can also get bolt shot. Outstanding, outstanding combo. So anyway, with that, this video is long enough. We're at 22.5 minutes, much longer than I typically do, but I wanted you to see the whole thing. So this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching and signing off. Oops.